the Golden State Warriors. Now, the Warriors, holy cow, they have been a revelation since acquiring Jimmy Butler. With Jimmy Butler in the lineup, they are 9-1, only losing one game. It was a close game to the Dallas Mavericks, and they lost the other night to the Sixers. However, Jimmy Butler did not play that night because of back spasms, which he was sitting in a chair all night, and I don't see how that helps with back spasms, but whatever. But last night, they had a great game against the New York Knicks. Okay, the Knicks are 40-21 in the East, and they went against the Golden State Warriors, who are surging right now with the return of Jimmy Butler after missing that one game. They won by the score of 114-102. The Warriors beat the New York Knicks and still hold the 6th seed in the Western Conference, which is something that they were trying to acquire the moment they got Jimmy Butler. They said, hey, our goal right now is to get to the 6th seed, and they've already gotten there, especially by going 9-1. Now, the Warriors last night, Jimmy Butler went for 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He played 34 minutes. He was a huge difference maker in the fourth quarter. Really kept them in the game and kept the momentum going for the Golden State Warriors. Stephen Curry, 28 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. Absolute baller. Brandon Pajemski, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. And Draymond Green with 8 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. A near triple-double for Draymond Green. Had a really good game. Buddy Hield pissed me off the entire game. Played better in the fourth quarter. He ended the game with 15 points. And Guy Santos also ended the game with 9 points and helped out a lot in his 14 minutes of play. Now, we were short some guys. I mean, we didn't have GP2. He had a nose fracture. It was expected to miss this game. May miss the next game, but we're hoping he comes back because we need his defense and his playmaking ability in and around the hoop. At the same time, the Knicks were without Karl Anthony Towns. Cat was not there, so that made a big difference. They had Mitchell Robinson. He only chipped in 7 points. OG Anunoby, my God, this guy was killing it. He had 29 points for the Knicks in 41 minutes. It's like the guy couldn't miss, I swear. And, of course, Jalen Brunson, 25 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists. Mikal Bridges, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block. So this is a team in the New York Knicks that is not just any slouch. This is not like an easy Eastern Conference team. They're 40-21. They're third in the Eastern Conference. Obviously, number 1 is Cleveland at 51-10, and then Boston at 43-18. So they're right on that same realm as Boston. And the Warriors beat them. Yes, they were down, Karl Anthony Towns, but the Warriors were down GP2 and they're down Jonathan Kuminga. And they were still able to beat the New York Knicks in New York, in Madison Square Garden, and both Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler essentially took over that game in the fourth quarter. And the kind of chemistry that they have built with each other is phenomenal. Back screens, cuts, they're doing everything the right way. And one of the things that Jimmy Butler has influenced on the Golden State Warriors that they couldn't do before, one is getting to the line. They're shooting more free throws, especially in the fourth quarter. But the other thing that he's helped with is not turning the ball over. If you followed the Golden State Warriors for a number of years, for like I have since I was a child, in recent years, the Steph Curry years, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, they've been known for turnovers. They'll have 10 to 15 turnovers a game. They throw errant passes, a lot of skip passes, bounce passes that just don't land right. They turn the ball over a lot. But ever since they got Jimmy Butler, they have not been turning the ball over at all, and they've done a better job at securing the ball, which has kept them in games. In fact, what difference has Jimmy Butler made on this Golden State Warriors team? Well, since he's been here with the Golden State Warriors, he's averaging 16.3 points a game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists in the 10 games that he's been with the Warriors, and they're 9-1. That is phenomenal work by Jimmy Butler in order to find a way to fit in with this Golden State Warriors squad that was in need of somebody else to kind of right the ship. He has that, like I've said before, this Andre Iguodala effect where he's able to slow the game down, set their offense or set their defense, and then keep them in the game. One of the things I've noticed the most is that on defense, when he helps out on defense, he makes a huge difference. I think it's because of his 6'7" size, his strength. He's everywhere, and he's got quick feet and really good footwork in order to give help where help is needed on defense. And, of course, down low, he's able to get to the line and score close to the hoop. So Jimmy Butler has been playing extremely well since coming to the Golden State Warriors, and he looks happy. He looks like he wants to be here, which is awesome. I'm so happy to see that Jimmy Butler wants to be here and he's engaged in what he's doing. Taryn writes, the Knicks are a dark horse to win the East. Cavs Celtics will be in the Eastern Conference. More than likely, yes. I would say those two teams should be in the Eastern Conference Finals. But the Warriors are playing extremely well, and I'm absolutely loving it right now because I love seeing the Warriors just go out there and just get W after W after W. Now, the Warriors also took care of business the night before, because remember, they had a back-to-back. Let me see. And they took on the Charlotte Hornets in Charlotte. Now, granted, the Charlotte Hornets are a really, really bad team. And the last time we played them, they didn't have Yusuf Nurkic or LaMelo Ball. Well, they had both of them this time, and we still beat them 119-101. So the Warriors are on a roll. Like I said, 9-1 since getting Jimmy Butler. That's a huge improvement off of what they were. And now they're a team that when they go out there, every night that they go out there, I'm confident that they're going to get a win, especially when Jimmy's on the squad. It just gives them another dynamic that they have to account for. Now, you may ask, well, what are some of their weaknesses? And to me, it's Buddy Hield. Buddy had a good fourth quarter. He hit, I think, 2 or 3 threes. Really helped them out in that fourth quarter. But the guy's missing wide open threes. The guy's making errant passes and turning the ball over. The guy's in the wrong place at the wrong time. Draymond Green's constantly in his ear telling him what to do, what not to do. They badly need Jonathan Kuminga back because that will limit Buddy Hield's minutes on the court and better utilize him as a spot-up shooter. When he sets his feet, he's shooting 45% from three-point land. So that's a guy you want to set at their feet when they're shooting the ball, not shooting it on the run or on the move. He needs to be a spot shooter, and I think getting Kuminga back will help dramatically with that. And that's the other thing, too. We're 9-1 with Jimmy Butler. We haven't even seen what the team looks like when we have Jonathan Kuminga on the court with Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry and Draymond Green. We haven't seen it yet because Kuminga has a very similar game to Jimmy Butler where he scores down low, he drives the ball, he works the low post. And on top of that, he was playing his best basketball.
The DreArea Sports Show is
back
brought
in
to you
January.
by SEATGEEK.
Use promo
Now,
code.
one of the things that's been bugging the hell out of me, and I had a friend of mine tell me, well, it's not just falls to trainers, is this has got to be
brought to you by
the ankle
BetUS.
sprain from hell.
BetUS will
Because he's
match
been
you
out
up to
since January.
125%
And we're
on
already
your
in
first
March.
3
Like,
deposits up to
what kind of ankle
$2,000
sprain has
by
you out
using
for this
promo
long?
code
I don't get it.
DreArea Sports.
And maybe it's a high ankle
PowerBrandSystems.
sprain, but as far as I know, it's
If
just an
you're
ankle
looking to
sprain.
build a website for
Nonetheless,
your
he
small
posted a video of
business
himself
or
working
YouTube
out and
channel,
doing
then
drills
check
and
out
shooting and
PowerBrandSystems.
lifting weights. I'm
Use
like, okay,
promo
this guy
code
looks like he can
300.
come back now.
Power to save up to $300.
And yes, they're winning games, but
on your
man,
first
they got to get
purchase
this guy
at
back
PowerBrandSystems.
into the lineup and see what difference he makes. Because look, he's going to be a restricted free agent at the end of the year. So whatever a team offers him, the Warriors can match it. So they need to see what kind of chemistry he has with Draymond Green, with Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry on the court. Because already they're a monster for a lot of teams to take on. They're a savvy team. They're a high IQ basketball team. When you have guys like Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, GP2, Brandon Pajemski, these are all high IQ players. And I want to see what it looks like when you throw in a Jonathan Kuminga. The Warriors are 6th in the West. I'm still saying it now. Okay, I'm not changing my stance on this. I still believe that the Warriors, at the end of the day, when the playoffs start, they will be the number 5 seed. In fact, they have a chance to capture the number 4 seed. That's how good they're playing right now. That's how good they're playing. And you can quote me on that because I don't see them slowing down, especially the fact that they're going to get Jonathan Kuminga back, which could be this week. They're going to be a powerhouse with Jonathan Kuminga and GP2 back in the lineup. So definitely look out for that. The Warriors now, they move on to take on the Brooklyn Nets tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, as they're going to be on the road. And then after that, it gets a little interesting. Why does it get so interesting? Because their schedule actually is in their favor. So when you look at their schedule coming up, obviously they're ending a long road trip. I think it was a 7-game road trip at Brooklyn tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. So definitely check that out. But then they go on a 7-game homestand. That's right, 7 games. They'll be going up against the Detroit Pistons, who have been razor hot, or I should say, razor sharp. They're 35-27, so that'd be a good challenge for the Golden State Warriors. They go against Portland, Sacramento, New York, Denver, Milwaukee, and Toronto. New York, Denver, Milwaukee, Toronto. That is the gauntlet right there. And even Sacramento, because they've been surging lately with the acquisition of Adam Levine. Zach Levine. Adam Levine's a singer for Maroon 5. Anyway, that's going to be a good game. So the Warriors have a 7-game homestand coming up, and this gives them an opportunity to really make a difference in the Western Conference. However, they're going to be going against some direct competition within their own conference, such as Sacramento, a big one against Denver. It's going to be interesting to see how they play Jokic and how they contain him. It's going to be tough. But they have the advantage of being at home. And they're going to have Jonathan Kuminga back for that stretch. And I think that's what they're doing, is that they're trying to hold him back so that he's 100% by the time they take on Sacramento, New York, Denver, Milwaukee, and Toronto. But the New York, Denver, Milwaukee, even Sac, that's going to be tough. But I feel very confident that they're going to be able to win these games. Then they go on the road against Atlanta, Miami, and New Orleans, and San Antonio to end the month. These are all winnable games for the Warriors right now, based on the way they're playing. And the next month, you only have about 2 weeks of regular season, and then we're done. But based on how they're playing, being in the 6th seed, they've secured their spot in the playoffs, and I still think they're going to surpass the Houston Rockets. Rockets are a young team, and they're feeling the pressure right now of the Golden State Warriors right on their tail. Thank you for watching this video. If you want more of this content, then check out some of these recommended videos right here on your screen. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so by going to my website, which is nicotina.net, and there are memberships available under DreArea Sports.